Hi, welcome back to Hollie Hobbies. Let me show you how to make these cute Christmas gnome ornaments. These adorable little gnomes are perfect for crafting with friends and family and are a fun and creative way to add a touch of holiday charm to your tree or decorations. You can customize by choosing different colors and hat accents to match your holiday decor. So grab your craft supplies and let's get started. Hi, welcome back to Hollie Hobbies. Today we're going to be doing some really cute gnome macrame ornaments. They're one of my favorite things to do around the holidays. You can make them for gifts. You can make them for your tree ornaments. They're just adorable and there's so many variations. So you will need a cardboard tube. This is a paper towel tube. You will need some yarn of your choice and a cotton macrame craft cord. This is 4 millimeters. And this is another just thin cord that we're going to use for the hanger. And we have some wood round balls, and these are 1 inch. Some macrame wood rings. And these are little hat accents of your choice. So let's get started. So I started cutting a little piece of the paper towel roll, and this is about 1.25 inches. You can do about 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches, whatever you like. And you're just basically going to cut it. And then what I like to do is go around and just smooth out some of the edges and make it nice and straight. If it's a little curved or not quite, just gonna even it out a little bit there. So basically you're just doing like that, and that's about 1.25 inches as well. So you can make them as, this is gonna be the hat brim, so it can be as wide or as narrow as you like, but this is how I like to do mine. And then we're going to take our yarn and we're going to cut it into 18-inch pieces. Now, if you have, you can make a piece of cardboard and do it 9 inches and wrap it around the cardboard and then cut it, which could be a huge time saver. But I'm just going to go like this. We're going to cut a bunch of pieces at 18 inches. And then I could cut it all at once here. And then we can just cut our pieces. And this doesn't have to be perfect, but we do need quite a bit of them because this is going to be our hat. So I'm going to make a bunch and I'll be right back. Cut at 18-inch pieces, and we're going to start attaching them to our cardboard tube. And I'm going to do 2 pieces at a time, and we're going to divide them in half. And I'm going to take the closed end and the loop here, and I'm going to go under through the tube. And then I'm going to open up that loop, and I'm going to bring the open end through. And then we're going to pull it like that. And then we're going to keep doing that same thing until we wrap this tube here, the whole tube. So I'm taking 2 at a time, coming through the tube, making my loop here, and pulling those open ends through. And then we're just pushing them close to each other, and we're making sure they're nice and tight. And we're going to continue with that fashion, doing 2 at a time. I have them divided in half and bringing them through. And I'm bringing those open ends through that loop. So I have them divided in half. 2 of them in half, taking the loop, bringing it through the tube, and bringing all these ends here through that loop. And see, we're just making this, we're covering this cardboard tube. So I'm going to keep using the rest of this yarn until I get all the way around the cardboard tube. We don't want any of this cardboard to be showing. So I'm going to keep going around and I'll be right back. So now I'm coming up with the last one here, and I have my cardboard. It's covered. I have the whole cardboard covered with my yarn, and look how cute that is with that nice Christmas yarn. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this yarn at the top and we're going to twist it. And we're going to push it through. We're just pushing it through the other side, this whole bundle here. And now we have it up on this side. And you can see our hat starting to take form. So I'm going to grab a silicone rubber band. So now we're going to put our rubber band. We're going to leave it about, let's see, about an inch and a half from the base of the hat. And we're going to put our rubber band right around there. So we're going to put it on and give it a couple twists. That should be good enough too. So we have it on our yarn here. And actually it's about an inch and a quarter. It's about the same size of the hat. So now what we're gonna do is make the pom-pom. And we did cut it a little bit larger. You could go shorter than the 19 inches, but we're gonna cut that off. And now we're gonna form our pom-pom. And we're just going to start clipping it down. And we're making our little pom-pom on top. And you're just forming it and shaping it the way that you want. I'm loving my scissors, these beautiful crafting scissors I got off Amazon. I will leave the links to all my favorite crafting supplies in the description box. And our pom-pom is starting to take form here. And then what I like to do is all this extra yarn here and these little scraps, we're going to stuff them right inside our hat. And that's going to give it the stuffing that will fill up that top part of the hat. And that way we're not wasting anything. We're putting everything to good use. Or you can use a little piece of some pillow stuffing if you want. And look at that, that's perfect. That just uses all those little scraps. And then we just made this cute little hat, and then we stuffed it with all of our scraps, and that way nothing is going to waste. And we've cut our cute little pom-pom here on top. And look at how cute our little Christmas hat is. So let's continue. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a little hanger out of this cotton cord here. And we're going to cut, let's just go ahead and cut a 12-inch piece. And I have a plastic embroidery needle. We're going to thread that. And we're going to bring it up through the bottom of the hat, trying to get it right coming out the top center portion of the hat. Just like so. And we're going to take that back down through the bottom here, holding that loop at the top. So we have this little loop right here at the top that we're going to use to hang our hat. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make a knot down here at the bottom. So I'm going to pull that a little bit. And I'm going to keep my needle in here so it doesn't go through. And I'm going to make my knot at the bottom here. This is like a little sewing knot. You can just tie a knot, whatever you want to do to secure. Make a nice knot so this doesn't come out when we have our loop. And now we kept that, and so we pull that up to the knot, and we have our cute little hat that we just made. And look at how cute that is. So now we're going to continue with the rest of our little ornament here. So our next step is we're going to take our macrame cord. This is our 4mm. And we're going to take our macrame ring, our wood ring. And with this cord, let's cut the little plastic part off at the end there. And let's see, we want them to be about like so. Let's just see how many inches that is. So we're doing it, let's see here, we're going to do 14 inches. And we're going to need about 6 of them. We have our macrame cord cut into 14 inches. We have 6 pieces. So we're going to do kind of like that same thing when we wrap the cardboard tube, is we're going to go in half. We're going to bring it through the hoop, and the 2 ends here are going to come through the loop there, and we're going to pull it nice and tight. And this is the side that we're going to use right there. So we're going to keep doing that. We're folding it in half. We're coming through the loop, we're bringing our ends through, and we're pulling it out towards us. And we're going to just keep continuing till we get all these pieces on here. And we're going to tighten it in just a minute, folding it in half, making a loop, bringing the loop under the wood ring, bringing the open ends through the loop, and pulling it out. And now we're going to tighten everything, turning it around, making sure all of our strands are nice and tight. And let's do one more here. Oops, that one's facing the wrong way. So we want all those little knots facing the same way. So now we're going to tighten everything. And this is going to be our gnome beard. And here's where the fun part comes in. So I have this macrame comb. They have macrame brushes. You can get a dog brush from a wire dog brush from the Dollar Tree. And we're going to start taking each of these strands and combing it out with our macrame comb here. And I always start from the bottom and work my way down, or work my way up. And And we're just gonna keep combing till we get every strand combed out. And I just love this part. I think it's just so soothing and it's just so fun. You can do 2 strands at a time if you want. Start from the bottom and we're working our way up. So we're getting our beard all combed out, and it's could be uneven at the bottom. It's fine because we're gonna give it a final trim. And look how beautiful our beard is coming out here. So what, ooh, so soft, feels so good. So what we're gonna do now before we attach it is we're going to shape it like a beard. And let me see if I can't get you in the frame here. And we're just going to cut it, shape it the way you want. Something like that. And we can always shape it some more when we put it all together. So now we've created this cute little beard here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take one of our wood beads and we're going to put everything together. And basically our hat is going to go, making sure all our stuffing's in there, not falling out on us. The hat is going to go right there on top of the macrame ring. And then we will be gluing our little nose right like that. So we're going to start with the hat and we want to glue it, put some glue here and some glue there. So we make sure that we cover this wood ring. So just kind of right there on each side. And we're going to take our hat and push our hat down and hold it right at that edge of our macrame. And let me just get that little excess off. We're right at that edge. So we're not going to see any of that wood ring. And I'm just going to hold it for a minute so it stays really good. And our little gnome ornament is starting to take form here. And now we're going to add the nose. And with this, I like to just kind of decide which way, if you want the grain going to the left and right, or if you want it going up and down. I'm going to have it go left and right. So we're going to glue this inside our ring here. So we want to put a piece of glue on each side of our nose here. So I have the grain, I have the ball the nose the way I want, with the grain going left and right. I'm going to put a dab of glue on each side here, being very careful not to get my fingers in it. And that hit the back, so I'm going to turn it around. And we're going to very gently pull the hat back, and that ball is going to nestle right in our hat, right like so. And look at how cute our little gnome ornament is. And we have the little hanger to hang on our tree. And now we're going to do the last finishing touch. So I have these different accents that I got from Hobby Lobby, and you can just have fun with your yarn, with your hat accents. Look how cute. We have a little mistletoe leaf there. And you can do, the sky is the limit. You could do all different color yarn. You can do different snowflakes on a white hat or whatever it is that you want to do. These are little poinsettias. We can do a little poinsettia. We can do one of these little Christmas bows. So this is going to be a tough decision. I don't know if I want to do this one. That one would be super cute. Or if I want to do this. Whew, that's a tough one. Let's see what the bows look like. Maybe a green. Ooh, that one looks cute too. So many ones to choose from. And some of my little stuffing right there. Okay, there we go. Make sure that stuffing's inside where it's supposed to be. Ah, that's a tough one. I almost think I'm going to do that one. That, or do we want to do a red? I think I'm going to do the green. So we're just going to add our hot glue to our little hat accent. And we're going to put that on the hat right there. And we have just completed our cute little gnome macrame ornament. And look at how adorable that is. And you can keep trimming your beard if you want. Just make it the size, the length that you want. I like to curve it a little bit. And that completes our little gnome ornament. So you can just get super creative with all the different hat yarns. We can do some red. I have this green. You could do white. So you can see how pretty all the different accents would look on the different color hats. And you can make a bunch of ornaments for your Christmas tree, and just people absolutely love this. It makes a wonderful gift. And look at, they're just so cute. They're one of my favorite things. This was one of my very first tutorials that I did on my YouTube channel, was my Valentine gnome ornaments, and I thought I would make a full circle and come back to it and do a Christmas one. So I'm so happy that you came to my channel and crafted this adorable gnome ornament with me today, and that you'll come to back to my channel and craft with me some more. And thanks for watching, Hollie Hobbies. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow for more wreath and crafting ideas. Thanks for watching.